And welcome back. Breaking. Convicted terrorist set to be deported, and worse. Convicted terrorist and left-wing activist icon Rajmia Oda has accepted a plea deal which will revoke her U.S. citizenship and subject her to deportation. Convicted terrorist and one of those faces of the left-wing activists has agreed to take a plea deal where her citizenship would be revoked and she would be deported. Well, who the fuck do these idiots think they are? 69-year-old Rajmia Oda has avoided jail time by taking the plea deal, which has announced Ramsey Defense Committee on Thursday. The group released a statement saying, under this current racist political climate, even though Islam is not a race, but don't try and tell them that because that's how stupid they really are, and facing 18 months or more imprisonment, as well as the possibility in indefinite detention by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Ramsey has made the difficult decision to accept a plea agreement. Yeah, well, looks good on you. According to the group, the deal was a victory for Oda. They said she will plead guilty to unlawful procurement of naturalization, lose her U.S. citizenship, and be forced to leave the country, but will exit the U.S. without having to serve any time in prison or ICE detention. A victory considering the government had earlier fought for a sentence of 5 to 7 years. Well, if she gets deported, that means we don't have to pay for her ass. So I look at that as a victory. One less person that we have to pay for. Get out. The case has been ongoing since 2014. A federal judge has sentenced her to 18 months in prison for immigration fraud. Oda has falsified her visa and citizenship forms to hide her past terror conviction and terror ties with the Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine. Oda, an activist with the Arab American Action Network, is an alleged member of the PFLP, a designated terror group. She was involved in a spate of bombings in Jerusalem, one at the supermarket and another at the British consulate. In 1970, she was convicted in Israel for the bombings. In 1980, Oda was part of a prisoner exchange which was eventually freed. In 1990, she then emigrated to the United States and was granted citizenship in 2004. No longer out. Breaking. Nunes calls Comey back for questioning. In Friday's press conference regarding the surveillance of President Trump, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes announced that he will be calling FBI Director James Comey and NSA Director Michael S. Rogers back into a closed session for questions Comey probably couldn't answer in public. From Town Hall, House Intelligence Committee Chair Devin Nunes had 4 announcements in regards to the panel's investigation into the Obama administration's supposed surveillance of Donald Trump's transition team. First, Nunes and ranking committee member Adam Schiff agreed that the FBI will brief the entire panel on the counterintelligence investigation instead of just 2 of them. Second, he noted he asked FBI Director James Comey and NSA Director Michael S. Rogers to appear in closed sessions, postponing their next public hearing, as if the committee is meeting with Comey in a closed session because he was not fully forthcoming at Monday's hearing. Nunes says there was questions he probably couldn't answer in public sessions. Nunes also told reporters he was not calling Comey back based on documents he had seen. Boom. President Trump warns Freedom Caucus. This morning, President Trump knocked the Freedom Caucus for holding up the new health care bill. The irony is that Freedom Caucus, which is very pro-life and against Planned Parenthood, allows PP to continue if they stop this plan. Well, it's because they're being paid off by the Koch brothers that I originally posted on. Obamacare is a disaster. The president is keeping his promise to repeal and replace with a better plan for America. This is our chance. Take a listen.
Obamacare is a disaster. President Trump made a promise to the American people.
Repeal and replace.
Repeal it, replace it. And that's exactly what he's doing. Putting patients back in the driver's seat. Picking your own doctor. Cutting costs. eliminating harmful mandates and taxes, a better plan for America, our families, and seniors. President Trump is keeping his promise. Now we need Congress to keep theirs. Tell your representative to repeal and replace Obamacare now.
There's the number. Repeal and replace.